today we are going to discuss the chapter number 3 of the Fundamentals of Human Geography book, that is population composition. So students, first thing that comes in our mind is what is population composition? People of any country are diverse in many aspects. Each person is unique in his or own way. People can be distinguished by their age, sex, and their place of residence. Some of the other distinguishing attributes of the population are occupation, education, and life expectancy. Second one is the sex composition. The number of women and men in a country is an important demographic characteristics. The ratio between the number of women and men in the population is called as sex ratio. In some category, it is calculated by the number of males per thousand females. So students, in this we are going to talk about, in this slide we are going to talk about is the first topic, that is status of women. In region where gender discrimination is high, such areas are those where there is practices of female feticide, female infanticide, and domestic violence against women are prevalent. Now we are going to study the natural versus social disadvantage. So in this topic, in this paragraph, we are going to study what natural advantage women have versus what social disadvantage women face in the society. So when we talk about natural advantage, females have a biological advantage over males as they tend to be more resilient than males. Yet this advantage is cancelled out by the social disadvantage and discrimination that they face. The world population reflects the sex ratio of 102 males up 100 females. In Latvia, there are 85 males per 1000 females. Latvia is the country which is having the highest sex ratio. In contrast, in Qatar, which is a Gulf country, there are only 100 females per 300 males, and the sex ratio there is very much poor. So students, we will talk about the another topic, that is age structure. So what is age structure? It represents the number of people of different age groups. This is an important indicator of population composition. Age group of 15 to 59 indicates a working population, and the population above 60 years is known as aging population, which requires more expenditure or health facilities. Second is age sex pyramid. The age sex structure of population refers to the number of females and males in different age group. A population pyramid is used to show the age sex structure of the population. There are three types of population pyramid which we will study in the next slide. So the first pyramid is pyramid of expanding population. These pyramids have a triangular shape, as you can see in the diagram. It resembles like a triangle with a wide base. The base of this pyramid is wide and is typical of underdeveloped countries. These have a large population in lower age groups due to high birth rates. For example, Nigeria, you will find this. In Bangladesh, you will find this, and countries like Mexico. The second pyramid is the pyramid of declining population. This pyramid has a narrow base and a tapered top, showing the low birth and death rates. The population growth in developed countries is usually zero or negative. And the last type of population pyramid is the pyramid of constant population. It is a bell shaped and tapered towards the top. This shows birth and death rate are almost equal, leading to a near constant population. This type of pyramid is found in the countries like Australia. Now students, we are going to talk about is the rural-urban composition. The division of population into rural and urban is based on the residents. This division is necessary because rural and urban lifestyles differ from each other in terms of their livelihood and social conditions. The age, sex, occupational structure, density of population, and the level of development vary between rural and urban areas. The criteria for differentiating rural and urban population varies from country to country. Rural areas are those where people are engaged in primary activities or agriculture activities, and urban areas are those where population is engaged in non-primary activities like secondary or tertiary activities. Now students, we are going to study the another aspect of the population composition, that is literacy. The proportion of literate population of a country is an indicator of socio-economic development, as it reveals the standard of living, social status of females, availability of education facilities, and policies of government. In India, literacy rate denotes the percentage of population above 7 years of age who is able to read, write, and have the ability to do arithmetic calculation with understanding. Now students, we are going to study the another aspect of population composition is occupational structure. The working population, as we know, the age group between 15 to 59, it comprises of both women and men, takes part in various occupations ranging from agriculture, forestry, fishing, these are all types of primary activities, manufacturing, construction services, these are also types of secondary activities, and communication and other unclassified services which we are putting in the tertiary activities. Agriculture, forestry, fishing and mining are classified as primary activities, manufacturing as secondary, transport, communication and other services as tertiary. Now, beside these three sectors, we are including the fourth sector of the economy, that is quaternary services or quaternary activities. These activities are related to research and development. The proportion of working population engaged in these four sectors is a good indicator of economic development of a nation. Thank you.